Welcome back to episode 42 of our solo playthrough with no mods on update 11. After episode 41, I did spend about an hour in the game because the module 4s that we had queued up have finished. I did some mining around, such as cleaning up our rock that was here in preparation for geopages. I widened this to 5 and 3 high. So that's the granite that's sitting there, and part of this basalt is what came from there. The rest of the basalt was down below. I did a little bit of cleanup at the top of this hallway here. And down here, I proceeded to do, as you can see the sand back there, I proceeded to put 2 stockpiles back here, one of sand and one of clay. So I dug out what was needed to put those 2 stockpiles in that spot so that we could see from here and make pottery. So we're currently working on making more wet bricks. Let's get some more food in our belly. What we also did is queue up 10 more times of the pages that we will need to make the 10 more modules. So we queued up enough geology basics to fit here, and for the 4 generals, the basic generals for right here. So we queued up enough basic geologies for that, using up the basalt. We queued up our basic gatherings. We went out and got a little bit of raw food and some plant fiber in order to get our 10 of those. And we brought up 200 iron ore so that we could make 20 metallurgic basics for our module 2s, and we brought over 200 dried fish for our basic culinaries. So all of these are queued up. They all have the ingredients they need, so they will run with no problem. What that leaves is getting wood for the dendrology basics and the dendrology advanced, and also the engineering, because we're going to have to make some more windmills and water wheels, and we might have enough mortared stone already to make what we need for the geology advanced. I don't know, but we also need to get our agricultural advanced, which is more food and more seeds, so we'll worry about that in maybe next episode, because this is already an hour, so we're not going to need it before then. What we are going to do, however, is take this and go this direction. Two things. We're going to put our little bridge, we'll try to put a bridge over here. So that we don't have to go all the way around the water. So this comes to here. So here. 10 blocks. That means we get to chop down this oak. It's gonna have to get out of here sooner or later. And we'll have these other 2 oaks at some point. So now we'll be able to come straight across here with no problem. So I guess now it's just a matter of finding out where the road will be in comparison over here. I think it's going to go off of so yeah, right where we're at. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So that would be the edge of the road. So from there we need to, it's going to probably come through this. Let's grab 20 and we'll go see about putting one over here. Okay, so it starts here. Oh, that's why. Did double wide. There we go. So we get 15 more. Yeah, that's what I thought. Too hungry. course, because we took the cart that was within reach. It's come a long way. When I start working further out, I'll remember to take food with us. One moment. Well, that was quick. I'm not going to listen to some supposed spam stuff. So we'll have this tree that we have to cut down. This tree to cut down, and we'll have this tree to cut down. I mean, we're going to need wood, so this is fine. Probably should have just taken that phone and one, I ought to turn the volume down. I wasn't expecting a phone call, sorry. Trying to remember. Where's it at? Should be good. gotta be walking on some somewhere. Get the rest of that wood off the ground. There we go. I think that's all of it. Well, we got this back here, but takes care of our road, gives us an idea where we have to go and what we have to take out. We'll have access from both sides. Okay, downside of being nighttime, can't see squat. Here, get on the road so we don't have to jump over the river no more. What do we want to do? I guess we will dig out some of this dirt. So we can get past this to the bridge. Start digging where that road's gonna go, so we can lay down some more roads and try to figure out exactly where it's going. Once we figure out where the cross is and where this one comes down, we can figure out where we're filling that in. We do have more roads already made. We just have to go back and get them. And there would be the corner. So if we went and did this and threw this back underneath here, it'll look like it's been supported. Worst case, we can dump some more here, make this nice and, you know, channeled like it's around the river. So we got 4, 5, 6 there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, that's not where I wanted that. Wanted that one to be like that. So 1, 2, 3. Of course, we worked the shovel because it was already crappy. There we go. Just need to bring roads out and fill this up. So since we need to bring roads, let's go back and get them. If I was along that road, how did... I don't know how I ended up off of the road, or where the road was supposed to be, where it would have been straight. Made no sense. So we can take the wood, dump it in here, our dirt, we'll leave in there. Go get some food. It's 81 and we don't have any iron right now. Otherwise I'd make myself a shovel that would last 1,000 digs. We just want to make another shovel, or we'd have to bring iron up. We don't have any up here other than what's going into the pages. So, I mean, if we could make it reach clay. feel like we need anything to reach clay. Under early craft, what the? Is that this one? Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get that on the... Is there the empty one? No. Why is it not finding the empty one? There's the empty one. There. So come back through here. Yep, that's there. So now we'll pull this to here. And come over here and take this and throw it into limestone. Which took it up top. So this is waiting for that. That's waiting for sandstone. So let's go ahead and crush the iron. And we will move. I have it put in concentrate. And what we'll do so that it puts it where we want it. Do singles, because it's going to find a similar item first and then add to that stack. So even if we had this checked, it would find it here first and fill up that stack. But we will go and crushed iron. It's not quite 50, it's more than 40. Is it 45? Yeah, 45 will do. So we'll crush that. And this will make concentrate. We're still going to get 2 wet tailings no matter what. But it only costs us 2.5 crushed ore for a concentrate instead of the original 5. So we're getting twice as much. We currently need to find concentrate and pull from it. Stick those down that direction, stick that down that. We were making 45, so we get 2 each from those, means 90. So we'll have 125. So that would be 50. So it's going to take from there and it's going to throw it in there. Yeah, take the crushed sandstone and fill in this one. So the tailings will go up here, the concentrate will go up here, and the crushed sandstone will go into this one. See? Now this one, we're going to do this, and we have no crushed granite set up. Take that out. We want to put this into sand, which will go there. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could do 80 with no problem. We just need more food for calories. I might have been able to reach the food from there. I just don't know. I'm too lazy to check. So turn that crushed sandstone into sand. So we'll fill up the stockpile down below. We'll eventually have to move some limestone over so that that one starts crushing limestone. Alright, yeah. Alright. Although we're going to use crushed, no, we're going to use crushed granite for making roads. What the heck was that? Come on. Ha. Take this and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take those and put them over here. I'm going to leave that undone because that's going to be the other half of the road. Whoa, that's going, and we're making concentrate. Let's take the small cart down. Put that over here so we can grab food from outside the room. Throw the wood down. While this is going, did we put a module in here? Not yet. So let's go get one of those modules. Throw that in here. Reduce our usage over here. And we will make iron, and since we are at 45%, we need to do multiples of 20, because if we did 10, I don't know, that says 3.3. on that, but we're at 1.1, so if we only did 10, that would be 10, no, that's right. Never mind, we could do 10s. Because that started as 6. So 2.3 would be 2.7 off. So yeah, these are... we could do 10s. So we could do 10. And we need it to pull from concentrate. Concentrate. So it's pulling our clay molds from here. It's pulling our concentrate from here. So we'll get back slag, iron bars. So for 1.1 concentrate, we're going to get 6 bars. For 3.3 clay molds, we get 3 back. So we shouldn't run out anytime soon. And then our slag we'll just stockpile, much like some other stuff. Power here, we're at 12 hours. It's or 2 hours, 12 minutes, which is more than what we need. So once that's done, come over here. This is needing 12 bars. Because we don't have a module in it. Okay, now we need 6.6. We did 5s. Yeah, we could do 5s on all of these. So we're at 6.6 becomes 33. 4.4 becomes 22. Yeah, that makes it even. So what we need to do is find iron bars, which are going to be in the concentrate. leather hides, and wood boards. Both of those should end up in here. We just need to take that out and put wood boards in. We need to bring over more hides. So let's make our 5 shovels. Let's go find our hides. They're in the kitchen, because that's where they were butchered from. All 78 of them. We could throw those in here. And then we needed to make boards. So on to here. We're doing one half for one, and we'll go ahead and do 20 to start with. No, we need 33, so we might as well do another set of 20. Storage means they're going to go into here, they're going to pull from here. Perfect. Alright, so that takes care of that. Trying to think. I'm drawing a blank of where I'm going. I got so many projects going on in my head right now that I'm trying to remember what I need to do. Oh, we need to make the blacksmith table. It'll ultimately need to pull from here for the bars. And we don't have any hewn at the moment. So 1 to 1. Let's go ahead and do 20 hewn. We're gonna need more than that, but that's enough to get the blacksmith table up. Because we only need 5. We haven't calculated out what we need in order to finish that expansion so that we can get the sawmill up. But we need the blacksmith table first. So everything's going there. Everything's going there. Oops, engineering table. We did have that, so we can do some roads. So we have it pulling from here. It's got mortar. Wait, let's not pull from here yet. Let's put them in there. Let's not put there. So roads, we have 1 crushed rock and 1.5, so we need to do at least multiples of 2. So let's do 100 roads. We got 105 crushed, so that works. Need more calories. Come back in here. Queue that up. It's 100 roads. That's only 4 land claims worth of roads in a 5x5 lane or 5 tile wide area. So I need more. And what that does is that allows the rest of this granite to get crushed and turned back in to more crushed, so we'll get more by the time it's done. We'll need to bring limestone up here and crush it. Let's drop these up here as well. Drop this up here. Making our shovel. Let's go throw that in our trash tool spot. We got one dirt that we can take. Take out that hill at some point. I don't know how many roads we still have left in that, but we'll figure it out. So come over here, we'll start digging up this. We'll have to dig some granite up. It's understandable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get good enough, you can do this stuff really quick, whether it's mining, digging, log chopping. Really. Because I'm hungry again. Probably because I came out with half a stomach again. Yeah, that was one misclick that I thought I did, but I didn't know where it went. Pull that up. Pull this up. Pull that up. We could fill in that, and that. Bring this over here. Nope, I need a metal pickaxe for those. But can pick this up. We got one left, so it's close enough. Now we just take this back to base. It's all about doing little tasks as you got them. So we do this, and we can take this crushed basalt and find our crushed for roads and throw it in there. So now that we got our blacksmith table, we put it down. That allows us to start making things like the sawmill, Blacksmith upgrade flag. Basic. Alright, so I wonder what that one's going into. Power hammer. Oh, that's a engineering or a mechanics station. So I think that's made for either probably making the iron sheets or maybe even the steel sheets. But not anything we really overly need to worry about yet. So we have to work on our blacksmithing. We're nowhere near level 7. But we could make... pull from there. Why are you going in there? You're supposed to go in there. I don't know why you went in clay. We're not supposed to be going in clay. We're supposed to be going to concentrate. So we'd be pulling from here. Not going anything into there. Guess we could put it there, but we're also going to be bringing this one up. Could bring you stuff out of it. So let's move that up. Move this one up. Nothing else in there. So the only thing we'd be missing is the iron saw blade. And that would be the part. And this would be a basic module, so we need a 4 before we queue that up. So that we save part, or save... See, that and that is not so bad, and that was dynamic, so really we don't need that in here. We don't need that in there until we're making anything important. Which really there is nothing on that table that is overly important. The only place I would put it in is I'd put it in there when I'm going to make this. 1, to reduce the time, and 2, to reduce the calories that are needed. And then maybe if we were making the iron anchor for those 2 ships. Or, you know, something like our wall candle or candle stand or something for lighting. So we actually see where we're at. Alright, so because of that, let's go ahead and just queue up that, and we need the saw blade, which is on the anvil, which this one we will put that in. And saw blade takes 4 iron, and that's with the 45 reduction that we're at 3.3. And unfortunately, at 3.3, we can't do 5. we're going to have to do 10, but we will end up using these anyway. Here, we'll make a couple. And we'll end up using it to make iron pipes, maybe copper pipes, steel bars. So we haven't gotten to that because we don't have the blast furnace. Once we do that, we almost have very little repair costs. It will be a very minimal reduction, I think. It'll just be the base reduction and then that's it. So what did we want to do next? At an hour, I'm trying to decide where I want to go next. So at an hour, that means most of these should be just about done. Where are we at? 3 minutes? It's either 3 or 8, I don't know which. I think it's 8. Storage, can we reach the wood? No, we can't. We'd have to throw it under, down below, into the early crafting. So, in order to make the basic ones, we'd need 2 dendrology basics per, so we need 20. Or, we need 10 of them. No. We need 20 dendrology basics. Come on, get your shit together, dude. So that means we would need 600 logs. No. 400 logs. Thrown into early craft. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got half of our wood that we need for that. So we have to go get more wood. And we do have some oaks over there that are at 100. So let's go chop those down. Thinking these are 2 of them. Nope. Nope. They were down this way. That was the one. That was not. That was. Full growth, only going to get 3 out of it. Do you see that? It said 3. $100. 43, 41, 100. $74, 100. Crush that wheat. Oh, we got the wheat to survive. The wheat survived. Alright, go into the river, please. Save this wheat. That's fine. We need 5 stacks in order to make our din. Yippee! Space crowd! Dun 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 dun. How far away do we land? In the rotation of the Earth, we started here and we ended up over there by the time we landed. By how far we set ourselves up in the air. So I said it's interesting when you accidentally launch yourself like that. And it usually happens when you're standing on a tree that you go to chop like that. And now I have no idea where the rest of it is. I'll find it someday. Just like we found the old growth that we kicked the one time and couldn't find it, and then we found it like 3 episodes later. So we'll find that somewhere. Yeah, I screwed that up. Yeah, we almost were almost good. Let's just go ahead and eat some raw fish. I don't feel like running all the way over and getting a proper diet. It's missing the saw blade. Saw blade has not been made yet. Alright, so this comes right along here. We stop, we go like this, and we find early under wood products. Early under, we got 40. That should mean we now have, nope, it's not reading early under. Early under. Now we have everything. Why is it over by 10 now? Okay, fine. We need 10. Drop those there, drop these acorns in here. They're not the best for that spot, but got 9, so shift, repair, shift, repair. Those are done. We can go ahead and put that there. Try to decide where to go next. So the only thing what are you waiting on? Oh, you did yours. Okay, so we have 11. Module, we do have that. Nope, it was on here. Storage, pull from here. And unfortunately, it's gonna need someplace else to go, so it's got the new chest that it can pull or drop to. Doesn't need the glassworks, doesn't need sand, doesn't need clay, doesn't need the kiln. So we do that. We take these shovels and drop them down into here. Where's the other storage chest? Oh, I don't see it. I can see the traps, I just can't see the stockpile or the storage that had the pickaxes. So now that's there. Alright, so that did get made. Sawmill. Yeah. This is why we need to increase the size of that room. See this thing? I need to be able to see higher. Look at that thing. That is the frickin' sawmill now. That's as big as the lathe used to be. Let's throw that in there for now. Hewn logs. Oh, what do we got? We got 4 by 5, 20. 40. And then another, oh, we just need to make, let's say, another 100. And to do that, we're going to need another 80 dowel rods. And these are 1-to-1, so 80 would be 5. So we just need more wood. So let's go collect more wood. So we can get that room built, and then we can put the sawmill in. And yes, I know I'm at about an hour and 20 minutes already on this episode, so I could call it and then do this off screen until I figure out what next I'm going to do, which I probably ought to. So I will see everyone in episode 43, where we continue to work on getting the sawmill up, working on our dendrology pages, both basic and advanced, and then working on geology advanced, getting more roads in, and just slowly progressing to where we can get T2 or T3 craft room started, so we can get to engineering or get to mechanics, because we have to go out and find copper. That is the one important thing to get to mechanics, is to find copper. So I will see everyone in episode 43. Until then, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be.